Hi guys, Charlie here in Dubai. Today I'm going to take you through how to make $1 million sales funnel. And this is a very genius yet simple strategy to implement. You can see behind me I've got two Comma Club awards for doing over $1 million with separate funnels. We've generated nearly $10 million on the online space, predominantly in our fitness coaching business and also within 7-figure scaling systems. And today I'm going to take you through step by step a really easy framework on how to do this. Now, to create a profitable sales funnel, there's just a couple of things we need. So we're going to talk about the actual funnels itself, the traffic sources, and where we should be trying to sell people to make higher amounts of money. Because there's some big mistakes I see people make, in particular in the online education space, which is leaving them a cropper. So, firstly, what we're going to have a look at is where the traffic will come from. So you've got two options in terms of traffic. Option number one, if you don't have a huge budget, would be building an organic traffic source. So my recommendation is that you create short form content that has some virality, can get a lot of views, also provides value, that you put those on things like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts to pull in an audience. The second option would be that you could use a short form, also then to drive people to long form in terms of things like YouTube videos like this, for example. Now, second option is paid strategy. So if you have cash available and you can put in maybe $3,000 to $5,000 a month at the start to get enough traffic, you can almost bypass the organic audience stage and go straight into running ads. So the type of ads I would run would be predominantly messenger ads, because what we're looking to do is to get people into a conversation. We want DM ads, so we can actually have someone to have a conversation with. The second option I would do would be something called a Facebook lead ad, where we basically are pulling people's emails and phone numbers, say for a free guide or an opt-in, and then we're going to call and dial them up to have an actual conversation with them. This is the whole goal of sales, is to get someone in a conversation. So we pull them into the funnel, which is the top of funnel, this is the traffic source at the beginning, and then we want to have a conversation with them via DM or via phone call. This will make sense in a minute. Now, if you're doing this on organic, the CTA, call to action I would use in the content, is primarily going to be to DM, or what you could also do is you could do comment below to get free thing like testosterone optimization guide, or like we do if you want to see an example, if you opt in below this video is a copy of our 4C course, which will help you in terms of making the short form content and will help you blow up your business. But that will give you an example in terms of how the funnel actually looks. Now, what I would do from there is once we have traffic coming in organically, we get them to come into DM, we get people to comment below videos for guides, we then message people for those guides. We use a software which is called ManyChat that you can plug into Facebook and Instagram that will automate the starts of these messages and start the conversation. And this is going to pull people into the funnel on the website where the next steps begin. Now, when they land on the funnel and the website, there's some information we need to capture. Full name, telephone number, email. The big one most many people miss out on is the phone number. Really important, because we can do several different things. A, we can dial and call them. We do about 2,000 outbound dials in my businesses. You can message them on WhatsApp, which has a 97% open rate. You can SMS message them. So it's a very powerful tool, a piece of data to have. Once you have these, we can then have them in a pipeline we can constantly chase. But we also take their emails, because the email is very useful. Because when we have their emails, we can put them through a warm-up sequence, which is going to try and sell them on email every day. And you're going to keep popping up over and over again in their inbox, seeing your name constantly. And what you want is this. You want to be the first person in their niche, whatever the problem is. So if you're in a position where you're looking to scale on my business, my goal is to be the first person you think of when you're looking to blow up your business. If you're a fitness trainer, for example, you want people to be the first person they think of when they want to get in shape. And the more you understand this about the omnipresent strategy of like almost surrounding people, the faster your business will scale. The next thing I talk about is longer form content. Now, this is very valuable, things like this, because you can see my personality. You can see I'm a real person. You can see I don't live in my mum's basement. And the big thing with that is it gets people to buy into you more. So you want people on average to try and consume 7 to 10 hours of long form content before we get to the next stage in the funnel. Now, why the email sequences work well as well is with the emails, you can actually send people to long form pieces of content, whether it's a YouTube video, it could be a podcast with success with a client. Those type of things make a big difference. Now, the next hack with that is underneath these videos, in the descriptions, I would have two things. One would be a lead magnet for whatever your avatar's problem is. The second thing is going to be a link to the funnel to book a call. And what we're speaking about here about the $1 million sales funnels is specifically call booking funnels. which I'll come on to in a second. Now, the other places we need to think about when it comes to having your funnel links is also your Instagram bios, because you'll get a lot of people who just organically click on that and go through. And the people who absorb the most of your content are going to be the easiest to sell. So when we pull them into this funnel, what we want in terms of the copy and the narrative, really strong headline. This is the most important bit. And what's the most important thing with a funnel is what's called above the fold. So like this is a phone screen, for example. The fold would be down here where you can't see below. So anything under here isn't important. Whatever they see on the first part of the screen is the most important bit. So it's going to be the headline, the sub-headline, the video, what's on the button. Everything there is critical. The most important part of the headline. So you want a strong hook. So it'd be like the secret to making 10K a month online, or the secret to losing 10 to 20 pounds in the next 12 weeks, or the fastest way to do X, Y, Z. Like have something that's a strong hook that's really like specific to your audience that's going to make a big difference. Like the number one thing to help fit pros achieve 7 figures a year. Like have a really strong hook that's going to pull them in. When you've got these things in place, it gets the funnel to start to convert. What we want to have underneath the fold and the rest of this funnel is stories about you and social proof. So for example, get photos of me with a 2 Comma Club award, and then shitloads of client testimonials. So like videos, video screenshots of client messages, anything which is giving like real client data. Put the client's names, put their Instagrams on there so people can actually go and physically check them out. This makes it a lot better. Now, what are we doing with this funnel, you may be asking? Like, what's the point of it? The point of this funnel is a book a call funnel. Now, why would we use a book a call funnel rather than trying to send someone just to a checkout page to buy? Because the fastest way for you to make $1 million is to charge higher prices. And just with a click and buy website, you're really going to struggle to sell something over $1,000. What we ideally want to be selling is something like $3,000 programs. If you can do that, you don't have to sell that many $3,000 programs to hit $1 million. So to give some very basic maths, if you were going to sell a $1,000 program, you need to sell 1,000 of them to make $1 million. If you were going to make a $3,000 program, you only need to sell 333.3. So it's less than one a day. And this is why the numbers make a big difference. And you setting yourself up for success is actually having less clients but charging higher prices. We can do this by nurturing our leads more. So with this funnel, the sole goal is to warm them up and then get them to book in a call. Now, what you want to do in terms of the call booking is there's certain qualifying questions we want on there to make sure the lead is good quality, but also not to scare them off. So obviously name, email, phone numbers, all that type of jazz. What's the number one goal they want to achieve? What have they tried before that's not worked? What's their occupation? How old are they? And then the kicker question I would use is, what's your current employment status? Are you fully employed, unemployed, working part-time, overworked? Now, if someone says they're 50, they're a doctor and they're overworked, you know they're going to be financially qualified. If someone says they're 20 and they're a barista and they work part-time, you know it's going to be a different conversation, right? But none of that there is also going to be a high friction point that's going to put someone off from not booking a call. Now, once they've booked a call, we get that page to redirect to what's called a thank you page. So a thank you page would be a video of like you, for example, saying what's going to happen on the call, hyping them up, really getting them excited to get onto the call. I would also have there that you're going to give them a couple of things coming onto the call, like some extra free guides and things like that, and basically give them a free consultation. The rest of the thank you page, again, you've got shitloads of social proof. Now, the final part of this jigsaw to get you $1 million sales funnel is you need a email automation for when someone's booked a call. Just drip feeding social proof. When you have these things coming into play, it's just marginal gains of adding 5% in terms of progressions. And when you have this funnel set up, the most important thing that we focus on with the clients we work with is identifying what's the point of constraint. So is it you need more traffic? Is it too many people hitting the application page, not booking the call and dropping off? Is it people aren't showing up for the call, or is it lastly they're not closing? And this is step by step literally what you need to look at when it comes to building a 7-figure funnel. And you can do that very, very quickly, and these funnels are very easy to set up. We even give them as templates to our clients in our own mastermind 7-figure scaling systems. So we do this basically for you, and it's a bulletproof way to do that. If you have any questions in terms of how to do this and how to blow up a 7-figure funnel, comment below. If you want help with us actually doing it for you, you can book in a free call to find out how we can help you in the link below. If this video gave you some value, smash the like button, subscribe, and see you next video soon.